Welcome to the land of cowboy boots and barbecue, where y'all is a term of endearment and sweet tea flows like water. Texas and the South are often lumped together. I have a friend from the Northeast, and she seems to think that everything from like Maryland all the way to Texas is the same. Is she dumb? But as any Texan or Southerner will tell you, there are not only differences between Texas and the South, but that each state in the South is unique. Did you know that Texas has its own Pledge of Allegiance and once flew its flag as an independent nation? Or that South Carolina considers boiled peanuts a delicacy? What about Louisiana being the only state in the nation with no counties? Now, while the entire southern region has its own share of quirks, let's saddle up like a true Texas cowboy and explore what truly sets Texas apart from its southern neighbors. Literally, at Texas Roadhouse, you can get on a saddle and ride a fake horse to celebrate your birthday. I'm about to show you why Texas rides its own bull in the rodeo of regional identity. That was dumb, right? Okay, got it. The Lone Star State is vast. Yes, size matters. Especially in Texas. One of the most distinctive characteristics of Texas is its immense size. With over 268,000 square miles, Texas is larger than any European country except Russia and dwarfs every state in the lower 48, making it the second largest state after Alaska. Texas can actually fit the 15 smallest US states inside of it, which is just wild to think. This vastness gives Texas an incredible diversity in geography, climate, and culture. The rest of the South, which includes states like Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi, tends to be more compact and comparable. The sheer scale of Texas means that it is home to many large cities like Dallas, Austin, and Houston, as well as sprawling deserts, dense forests, and limitless prairies all within its borders. Speaking of prairies, did you know that Texas has prairie dogs and an actual prairie dog town? I met Prairie Dog Pete when I was in Lubbock, and my life has never been the same since. Anyways, the size of Texas also contributes to the strong sense of independence and self-reliance among Texans, who often feel that they are more of a country than a state. The famous Texas slogan, "Everything's bigger in Texas," is not just a boast, but a statement of fact that highlights the unique scale and scope of the Lone Star State. Texas knows all about food, most notably its Tex-Mex cuisine. Tex-Mex is another hallmark of Texas that differentiates it from the traditional South. While Southern cuisine is known for its comfort foods like fried chicken, grits, and collard greens, Texas offers a unique culinary experience with its Tex-Mex fusion of Mexican and American flavors. This distinctive cuisine includes dishes like tacos, enchiladas, fajitas, and chili con carne, which are ever present across the state and have become synonymous with Texan identity. The influence of Mexican culture is deeply woven into the fabric of Texan food, distinguishing it from the rest of the South, where such flavors are less prominent. The abundance of spices, the use of ingredients like queso and jalapenos, and the celebration of Mexican holidays like Cinco de Mayo are all aspects of Tex-Mex culture that highlights Texas's unique position at the crossroads of different culinary traditions. Tex-Mex is more than just food, it's a way of life in Texas. If you need a taco, Texas is your place. Breakfast tacos, 24-hour tacos. It's like a taco Texas Mardi Gras in there. Speaking of, I'm giving out some free taco socks, so comment "I love tacos" and I'll pick one subscriber to send a free pair to. You know that people in the South love sweet tea, but Texas really loves their sweet tea. Texas is so serious they have a tea-branded franchise called HTO with the state in the logo. When you walk into any HTO, you'll be greeted with a warm welcome and all the sugared sweet tea you could ever dream of. Think about a yogurt shop with free samples, but instead it's sips of tea. This place has over 25 types of teas, from flavored and sugared to unsweet and not as exciting, but certainly healthier. They also offer coffee and a secret menu with unique flavors like apple pie and wedding cake. HTO has been around for over 15 years and has grown to over 100 stores. They even have a happy hour that rivals Sonic with half-price drinks. So the next time you're in Texas, you should get you some HTO. And although very unique to Texas, the franchise just started expanding outside of Texas. So who knows, maybe North Dakota will soon have Texas tea in their backyard. Under the lights on Friday night, Texas high school football truly shines bright because of the lights. Get it? Anyways, in 2022, Texas had over 170,000 high school football players, which is more than the next 3 states combined of California, Ohio, and Illinois. There is an estimated 450 million in ticket sales each season for Texas high school football. People, this is big business. The largest high school stadium seating capacity comes from Mesquite, Texas, currently, and seats almost 20,000 people. Right under that is Ratliff Stadium in Odessa, Texas, with over 19,000 seats, and is well known for the primary filming location for the 2004 movie Friday Night Lights. I don't see Texas fumbling the ball on high school sports anytime soon. Texas is proud of its independence and the Lone Star spirit. Texas's history of independence is a defining feature that sets it apart from not only other southern states, but just about all the states. Unlike the rest of the South, Texas was once an independent republic, having gained independence from Mexico in 1836 before joining the United States in 1845. This unique history has instilled Texans with a strong sense of independence and pride, often referred to as the Lone Star spirit. This spirit is reflected in everything from the state's flag, which prominently features a single star, to the fierce pride Texans have in their state's unique identity. Don't believe me? Check out some of these comments. Barry says, Texas is more than a place, it's a state of mind, 71 years here. That's impressive. Sal says, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas, with a bunch of claps. I'm pretty sure that's a song. D. Wood said, I'm an old born and bred Texan. I'm 70 years old. I'm still thankful I was raised in Texas. Chris said, Texas is Texas as God intended. And this guy said, no matter where we live or go as Texans, Texas is in our hearts and minds. Ramona says, Texas isn't just a state, it's a state of mind, a mood, a culture, a country, basically a whole vibe. This one made me laugh because the first guy said, Texas is Texas and needs to be its own country again, hashtag Republic of Texas. And then there was a response that said, need more Buc-ee's. Y'all, if you haven't checked out Buc-ee's, you need to do it. It's a crazy gas station. Now, while southern states share a history of succession during the Civil War, Texas's independence streak is rooted in its distinct past as a standalone nation. This sense of autonomy and self-reliance is a significant aspect of Texas's cultural identity, contributing to its reputation as a state that marches to the beat of its own drum. The independent spirit of Texas stands in contrast to the more collective identity often associated with the broader southern region. Texas has a very interesting melting pot of cultures. It isn't just geographic diversity that sets Texas apart. Texas stands out from the rest of the South with its diverse cultural tapestry. After all, Texas used to be part of Mexico. While southern states share a common history rooted in British and African influences, Texas offers a blend of Native American, Mexican, Spanish, and Anglo traditions. This multicultural heritage is evident in everything from Tex-Mex cuisine to the Spanish language's prevalence, particularly in South Texas. Cities like San Antonio and El Paso highlight the state's deep Hispanic roots, setting Texas apart from its southern counterparts, where such influences are less pronounced. The presence of large immigrant communities from all over the world adds to this diversity, making Texas a true melting pot. As a result, Texas culture is a unique fusion of influences that shape its identity, allowing the state to stand out distinctively within the broader southern region. The Texas economy is a huge powerhouse on its own. In fact, compared to all the countries in the world, Texas has the 8th largest economy. Top 10, baby! Drop a comment and make it rain if you know Texas is running things in this economy. Texas has a robust and diversified economy that distinguishes it from other southern states. The state's economy is one of the biggest in the world, driven by industries such as oil and gas, technology, agriculture, and aerospace. Houston, known as the energy capital of the world, and Austin, dubbed Silicon Hills, are just 2 examples of cities that showcase Texas's economic prowess. In contrast, many southern states have economies more reliant on agriculture and manufacturing with less diversification. The economic opportunities in Texas attract people from all over the country and the world, contributing to a dynamic and rapidly growing population. Additionally, Texas's business-friendly environment with no state income tax and a regulatory climate conducive to innovation and entrepreneurship makes it a magnet for businesses and entrepreneurs. Tech giants such as Google, Tesla, Amazon, and Apple all moved their business to Texas. This economic strength gives Texas a distinct position within the South, often acting as an economic engine for the entire region. Texas also has a rich cowboy culture and ranching heritage. While cowboy culture is often associated with the broader South, Texas takes it to a whole new level. The state's rich history of cattle ranching and cowboy traditions sets it apart as the quintessential symbol of the American West. The Texas cowboy, with an iconic hat, boots, and rugged demeanor, is a cultural icon that resonates far beyond the state's borders. Rodeos, cattle drives, and ranching are deeply ingrained in Texas's cultural fabric, and events like the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo attract visitors from all around the globe. In contrast, the rest of the South is more associated with antebellum plantations and the Old South's genteel traditions. The cowboy ethos in Texas is not just a historical relic, but a living tradition that continues to influence the state's identity. From the music of Willie Nelson to the legendary Texas Longhorn cattle, the cowboy culture remains a vital part of what makes Texas unique. Texas has a very interesting political landscape, most notably its political diversity. The political landscape of Texas is significantly different from that of the traditional South. While southern states have historically been associated with conservative politics, Texas exhibits a more complex political dynamic. The state's major urban centers like Austin, Dallas, and Houston lean more liberal, reflecting a growing diversity in political thought. Keep in mind, these are hubs for new companies and jobs, meaning a lot of transplants from other states, like California. Meanwhile, rural areas tend to maintain conservative values, creating a unique political blend that doesn't fit neatly into the typical Southern mold. So, for example, tell me the last time that several California families moved to Mississippi. Texas's size and diversity contribute to this complexity, with various regions having distinct political priorities and ideologies. This mix has resulted in a state that can swing from conservative to more moderate or liberal, reflecting the shifting demographics and cultural changes within its borders. The political landscape of Texas is a testament to its unique identity, making it stand out from the traditional southern states that often have more similar political leanings. Texas's urbanization and rapid population growth set it apart from many southern states where rural landscapes still dominate, although Tennessee is giving it a run for its money. For instance, there's no mass migration to like Shreveport, Louisiana, or Little Rock, Arkansas, or West Virginia. The state as a whole, just pick a city. But back to Texas, cities like Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio are among the largest and fastest growing in the United States, attracting people from all over the country and the world. This urban expansion brings a diverse and dynamic population, fostering a cosmopolitan atmosphere that distinguishes Texas from the more traditionally rural South. The tech industry boom in Austin, the bustling port city of Houston, and the cultural diversity of Dallas create a more modern urban environment that contrasts sharply with the more slow-paced, agrarian lifestyle often associated with the southern states. And while some of the South is shifting to more urban lifestyles like Nashville, Birmingham, Asheville, and Atlanta, Texas's ability to blend urban sophistication with its rural heritage is a defining feature, making it a unique bridge between the urban and rural worlds. The growth of Texas's cities reflects the state's forward-looking mentality, embracing innovation and progress toward maintaining its rich traditions. Texas is big when it comes to education and research, making it a center of innovation. Texas is home to some of the nation's leading educational and research institutions. Universities like the University of Texas at Austin, Texas A&M University, and Rice University are renowned for their research programs, innovation, and academic excellence. These institutions attract students and researchers from all around the globe, contributing to Texas's reputation as a center of education and intellectual growth. The emphasis on technology, engineering, and research aligns Texas more closely with the national and global trends, contrasting with the South's historical focus on agriculture and manufacturing. Texas's commitment to education and research is reflected in its thriving tech industry, medical advancements, and cutting-edge scientific discoveries. The presence of these prestigious institutions enhances Texas's standing as a state that values knowledge and progress, setting it apart as a leader in education. Texas has a very eclectic music and art scene, making it a cultural powerhouse. To be fair, Nashville is by far the music capital of the world, but Texas can hold its own. Texas's contributions to music and the arts offer another layer of distinction from the traditional South, although we'll give a pass to Nashville, Memphis, and even New Orleans. While Southern states do have rich musical heritages, Texas's influence spans multiple genres, from country to blues to rock and Tejano music. Icons like Willie Nelson, Beyonce, Buddy Holly, and Selena all hail from Texas, showcasing the state's diverse musical landscape. The vibrant arts scene in cities like Austin, known as the live music capital of the world, highlights Texas's commitment to creativity and cultural expression. In contrast, the South is often associated with country, blues, and gospel music, but Texas's broader musical repertoire offers a more eclectic mix. The state's support for the arts is evident in its numerous festivals, theaters, galleries, and cultural events that celebrate artistic expression. All right, now that you know why Texas is cool, drop a comment below and tell me what you learned so I can make sure someone learned something today. And if you had a great time like I did, make sure to subscribe to get more great content and prizes. And if you want to check out some of the cheapest places to visit in Texas, check out this video. Okay, thanks, bye.